This is part 3 of Why Fight the Pain Menopause. Tap here if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2. Today we are asking a slightly uncomfortable question. Are younger women actually prepared for menopause? Because somewhere between learning about periods in school and navigating through adulthood, this entire phase just disappeared from our conversation. Why aren't we taught this? And what does the lack of awareness is actually costing us?
Do you think menopause affects people more physically or emotionally? Or do you think one triggers the other?
The common symptoms for menopause and perimenopause are sleep disturbance, brain fog, joint ache, muscle gain, and hair thinning. All of these are correlated. One triggers another. You don't sleep well, you are stressed. You are stressed, you won't eat well. Your hair starts thinning, a woman will break. She'll stress again. Muscle gain, she'll start feeling low. So it's not just emotional, but of course physical, and both are correlated, one leading to another. These all are triggers.
I completely agree with what Ruchi said. It affects both physically and emotionally. In case of my mother, while she was experiencing that perimenopause phase, and the symptoms were like mood swings and उनको अचानक से गुस्सा आ जाता था. एंड माई मदर इज़ जनरली शी इज़ अ काम पर्सन. सो उस टाइम पे हमें समझ में नहीं आता था कि मम्मी इतना गुस्सा क्यों आ रहा है आपको. बट नाउ आई रियलाइज, बिकॉज आई एम अवेयर ऑफ दैट नाउ, सो नाउ आई रियलाइज कि वो सब पेरीमेनोपॉज के सिम्टम्स थे. एंड ऑल्सो हॉट फ्लैशेस अचानक से कि एसी चल रही है, पंखा चल रहा है, उसके बाद भी वो ब्लैंकेट हटा के कि गर्मी लग रही है मुझे. सो दोज वर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ perimenopause. So I am aware of that, and I feel कि दोनों both physically and mentally दोनों emotionally दोनों affect होता है.
Adding to everybody, I think these terms, physical, mental, social, emotional, these are all arrows of the same casket. We can't talk about one and not talk about others. You know, this menopause affects their sex life, and which like makes it very worse. Symptoms like reduced libido, and because of reduced libido there's reduced sex drive, and then vaginal dryness. So all these factors, they can't speak to anyone about it, not even their daughters, not even their husbands, as a matter of fact. So yes, definitely all these issues take a toll on their mental health. And obviously brain fog, cognitive health decline is a very common, like not very common, I would say 30 to 40% women go through cognitive decline. They are unable to like process things. They tend to forget things easily, things like these. And in addition, if we talk about the physical symptoms, they're very low in energy. Sometimes they are highly energetic, but they can't put that energy to a good they can't like modulate that energy in a good way. And you know, if we are talking about women of 50s, early 50s or late 40s, definitely in their workplace they are at a very senior managerial level where they have to take tough decisions. Maybe they have to hire somebody, fire somebody, take such decisions that would have a very major impact on their workplace, on their company. I mean, they're leaders in their workplaces at that point of age. So obviously these things can like play a massive role in their emotional and mental health.
Does the idea of menopause ever scare you?
Actually it does. I am scared because decline in estrogen actually leads to a lot of cardiovascular diseases, and cardiovascular diseases is the most common reason for death in women. So 2 to 3 times risk बढ़ जाता है if you are in your menopause or perimenopause. So I'm scared, and I am an active person. I'm scared that if I become weak, my bone density reduces. How will I work out? I will not be as active, and I won't have the same strength that I have now. So it is scary for me, and I sometimes think about it and I feel that I have only 20 years to enjoy the rest of my life. Think about the youthfulness.
So earlier I was not scared of that, but after this conversation I feel I am somewhat scared because there will be bone density में कम हो जाएगी आपकी, and you'll feel mood swings ज़्यादा होंगे, sleep disturbances. So जो भी symptoms के बारे में अभी मुझे पता चल रहा है, so I feel I am a bit scared now. So yes.
So not really. It does not really scare me. A little, yeah, because the symptoms can be a little unpredictable. But I think apart from that, for me personally, I don't see any. I don't see if it makes sense for me to be scared about something which is gonna eventually happen. What I would rather do is just like take care of my body, be into fitness, and just like live my life right now. I just feel like I would rather live in the moment instead of get scared of something which is eventually gonna happen. So, not really scared about this.
Did you guys ever learn about it in school, and how much did that help?
I think no. Periods के बारे में फिर भी बताया गया था. We had seminars in school, but not about menopause. And as far as I remember, there was just a definition of menopause, but not in depth. कि क्या होता है, कब होगा, and all these things. कि क्या symptoms होंगे and everything.
You know, our curriculum is designed in such a way that we are only introduced to the tip of the iceberg. The rest of it is beneath, under the sea. And I remember during my school days, there was a whole chapter on adolescence. Good to know that I'm having pimples because of this, and you know, my period has started, everything. But there was just one term, menopause. And perimenopause, I honestly have heard like 2 years ago when I studied about it and things.
The idea of education is not just to crack exams and clear exams and get marks. The idea of education should be rooted in the fact that you learn from what your education is providing you.
If this made you think about your own awareness or the lack of it, start the conversation today with your friends, with your family, with yourself. Because the more we talk about it now, the less confusing it becomes for later. If this resonated with you or raised questions in your mind, drop them in the comments below.